Hello students, welcome to my class. Today we are discussing about the topic macro environment forces. Last class we discussed what is marketing environment and what are the two forces affecting the marketing environment. One is micro environment forces and another is macro environment forces. Today we are discussing about macro environment forces. An organization operates in ever-changing environment directly or indirectly influence of these organizational strategies. So these macro environment forces are the external forces that affecting marketing environment. So marketing managers must understand this macro environment that will help the marketing managers to formulate smart strategies for the future. This environment explains how changes in this affect marketing environment. The macro environmental factors influence on an organization's marketing system are physical environment, technological environment, political and legal environment, economic environment, demographic environment, and social and cultural environment. These are the macro environment forces or the external environment forces affecting the marketing of an organization. Physical or natural environment. Protecting environment is everybody's responsibility to provide a safe and happy place for others to live. The industrial and technological developments made the life should be easiest for man, but at the same time it ruins the environment. So environmental quality, social well-being, human health are the one of the important factors in our lives, and we should not be sacrificed as a result of development activities. It is necessary to ensure a healthy, peaceful, and productive life in harmony with nature. So, only then the sustainable development will happen. So, scarcity of natural resources will be a problem for the organization like solar and wind energy, and now they are started to use like solar and wind energy. So, economical and efficient use of change and natural environment must be reflected in the marketing strategy also. So these physical or natural environment involves that are needed inputs by marketers or that are affected by marketing activities. Normally, the Earth's natural renewable sources like forests, food products from agriculture, etc. So non-renewable sources are oil, coal, minerals, weather conditions, land shapes, and water resources are components of an environment which quite often change the level and types of resources availability to a marketer for his production. So, the duty of the organization or the marketing manager is not only to offer the best services or products to the customer. It's their responsibility to ensure that the product or the organization is not damaging the environment. So nowadays the green marketing or the sustainable marketing concept is introduced by the most of the organization. So this is basically to without the destruction of any natural resources to promote their product and to provide the best services to the customers. Technological environment. Technological environment is always related to innovations and inventions in the market, and this will help the companies to improvement of in their marketing department and the same for the products development. So we can see that in each and every day technology is updated. Nowadays we are seeing that all these products are marketed like social media marketing is using, online marketing is using. With the development of technology, we can order everything from your home itself and it will deliver to your home. So there is no need to go to the market and all. So the companies need to update it with the latest technology. So technological environment, new technologies will create new product and market opportunity. So this will after the introduction of different types of latest innovations and technologies that will help create new product at the same time it will and market the opportunities also. The revolution in computers, electronics, and communication in general may make one's production out of the tune with the current production services. Most this is these one of the macro environment. Technological environment is most uncontrollable forces. Most manageable forces faced by market is also the technological forces. So the changes in this technology or the latest innovation development and all these forces we cannot control. At the same time, the marketing managers can manage this with giving the training to the employees or get training about these newest technology and development. So all these technological environment forces are an uncontrollable. These cannot be controlled. This is an external forces and some days can be controlled. But the technological environment we can manage. Political and legal environment. Political changes bring new policies and laws relevant to the industries. So, these marketing systems are influenced by monetary policies, fiscal policies, custom duties, important export policies, etc. These are always changing. So, legislation and controlling and protecting physical environment all is related to the legal environment. So, marketing companies and consumer interests can also be given importance by the organization. In some political or legal environment or some legal laws will be passed by the government to protect the interest of the employee sometimes or will be in the outside forces. So political changes bring in new policies and laws relevant to the industry. So government regulations continues with different intentions and the law and the rules framed there under are becoming law complex. New environmental law, environment protection law, all these the laws are implemented by the government and is have legal values. So the marketing manager should be taking need to clear detailedly he have to recheck all these matters and can do the marketing strategies or plan accordingly only. The below factors have direct bearing on the cost and price for the products and service market. One is the tax laws, the sales tax, excise duty, octroi, income tax, etc., and also the policies relating to employee imports and exports. So these are the major factors have direct bearings on the cost and prices of the products and services marketed. Economic environment. Economic environment consists of the factors that affect consumer purchasing power and spending pattern. So all these factors related to economic environment will affect the consumers purchasing power and at the same time the spending pattern. The state of the economy measurable in terms of on the basis of GNP, gross national product, and per capita income, favorable or unfavorable positions of the balance of trade determine the economic environment like war, famine, etc. So normally the economic factors or environment forces includes business cycle, inflation, unemployment, interest rates, income. So these are the major economic factors include as economic environment. So business cycles, sometimes the organization is running in profit, sometimes in loss, and then inflation. Inflation also will reflect in the market and that will affect the environment. Unemployment, then the interest rates, then income. These are the major factors in economic environment. Physical or natural environment. Protecting environment is everybody's responsibility to provide a safe and happy place for others to live. The industrial and technological developments made the easiest the life should be easiest for man, but at the same time it ruins the environment. So environmental quality, social well-being, human health are the one of the important factors in our lives and we should not be sacrificed as a result of development activities. It is necessary to ensure a healthy, peaceful and productive life in harmony with nature. So only then the sustainable development will happen. So scarcity. Demographic environment. The marketers are keenly interested in the demographic characteristics. The major demographic characteristics is like the size of the population, its geographical distribution, density, mobility trends, age distribution, birth rate, death rate, and the religious composition, etc. So, marketers will consider all these factors when they are planning to introduce a product in the market. They will study the size of the population, its geographical distribution, density, and all. The changing lifestyles, habits, and tastes of the population have potential for the marketers to explore. So the lifestyle is changing, the habits are changing, and the working condition and all the purchasing power also will change. For example, when both and husband go for jobs, the demand for gadgets that make housekeeping easier, and they will start to use like a semi cooked food products also will increase. This is about the demographic environment. Socio-cultural environment. Socio-cultural environment are core cultural values which are found stable and deep rooted and hence change very little. So there are also secondary cultural values which are susceptible to the fast changes. So some of the people will like some hairstyles, clothing, etc. just fade. Even in given culture, their population may not adopt the changes. So socio-cultural environment also forces in the macro environment. We can see that people's the core cultural values are different and deep, sometimes is deep rooted and sometimes is only with very little change will happen. So they will like some hairstyle or thing extra just fade. Even in given culture, the entire population may not accept the changes because each people have his own tastes, preference and all. Another macro environment force is socio-cultural environment. So socio-cultural environment are different degrees with which people adopt them, and religion is also an important component of culture which has an implication for the market. Like when we are introducing a new product in the market, the marketers is always needed to study carefully about the socio-cultural environment of the place where the products needs to be marketed. Like there are different degrees which people adopt them. Like religion is also an important component of culture which has implications for the market. For example, Hindu worships the cow and do not eat the beef. So the marketers must be careful about these matter also. If they are worshipping, normally in the case of Hindus, they are worshipping the cow and they won't eat the beef. So we cannot sell a product that's made by beef to a person who's living nearby the Hindu surrounded areas. So the products made out of beef meat do not have demand in normally. It's demand in Kerala nowadays, but most of the North Indian states and all the Hindus in this category will never in is not started to eat this fish and all. So thus the culture of the society influences the consumption pattern to certain contexts. So the culture of the society will always affect the consumption pattern. Culture also pervades other human activities by determining their values and beliefs. This pervades other human activities by determining their values and beliefs. So these are about the major macro environment forces affecting an organization. Hope the subject is clear for you. If you have any doubt, you can call me or message me. Thank you so much listening the class. We can come next day with another topic. Thank you. Thank you so much. So these are the major macro environmental forces. Are these forces uncontrollable or external to the organization? Thank you all for listening me. You can send your feedbacks through message or you can call me. The next day we will come with a new topic called marketing, the micro environment or micro environment forces. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you.